Hi everyone, I'm Rachel, and if you're new here, I am a YouTuber that likes art supplies. So it's very late in the game, but I finally got my hands on this bad boy. These are the Kuretake Gansai Tambi watercolor paints. The plastic's over it. We are gonna go ahead and swatch these and play around with these a little bit. So let's go down to the table and take a closer look at what these are all about. So these paints have been around for years and years and years and years, and this is the first time I've actually gotten my hands on them. I got them as a Christmas present, so I'm really excited to swatch these and see what they're really all about. And you can see right there, if the camera focuses, some of the pans, the paints in them are a little cracked, but it should not affect the outcome of the paints. Just like this one. It's just the way they dry. They dry up a little bit too much and crack a little bit, but it shouldn't affect the paints at all. Now the inside cover has a little swatch guide right there with the colors in English, and they should correspond right here. They should correspond to the colors right there. So this is where I'm going to be swatching. So let's get started. And here are the watercolor swatches. This is not watercolor paper, so the paints are not behaving like they would on regular watercolor paper, but they were still really fun to work with. They played really well with the water. So now I'm gonna go grab a sheet of watercolor paper and let's play around with it. So let's do a little wet on wet. So I'm gonna wet this section, and I'm gonna pick this red color, and I just want to see how this goes. And you can see that depending on how wet the paper is, you can see there's a lot of water there, so it doesn't really bloom, and here it plays really, really well. It's one of my favorite things about watercolor is watching it kind of just like bloom and dance with water. So that was cool. So let's choose another color and see. I'm going to change my camera angle, and we're just going to drag it out. Cool. Do this. You can hear my husband in the background. That's cool. It blends really well together. And let's that was the same color. That's fun. And then let's do some watercolor lettering right here. Usually when I get new colors, I just like to write hello or hi. That comes on way pigmented. Wow, that's a lot of color. So I'm just gonna keep dipping it in water. Look at that. So I'm excited for these. All right, so there are my first impressions on how these paints work, and I'm actually very happy with them, and I can't wait to really dive in and do some really fun watercolor lettering, some watercolor florals with them. Here's the swatch again. Here's the swatch sheet. I do notice that there are tons of greens on this. Like there's like almost two rows of greens, and I don't know if that's like necessary, but we'll play around with it. I'm pretty sure I'll find a use for all the greens. The purples, I really like how pigmented that is, so I really have to be careful about how much I will load on my brush for next time. And overall, I can't wait to play with these metallics. I want to see how well they pop on black paper or other, you know, colored papers, and see how well they do. So yeah, this was really, really fun. If there are any other art supplies you'd like to see me try, leave them in the comments below, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and do all those things that YouTubers love to see. And I will see you next time. Bye.